So we're at the Pranati Center. Can you do a pan? Can you show them Pranati Center?
Hi everyone!
Woohoo!
Hi everyone!
We're having a very good time, and this is the slacklining area, which 3 people have brought slacklines. I'm one of them. And we've been showing people how to do it, and we have some people who definitely already knew how. So this is a video on getting started for the first time. So I'm going to volunteer. Brian, can you just jump to the other side here? Getting your slackline set up, just follow the instructions that comes with your slackline or one of the many tutorials on how to build your own. That's up to you. If you're beginning, keep it close to the ground. Lower than your groin, because if you slip off, it can give you a pretty good whack, and that can hurt. So don't do that. So put it lower than, like knee height, lower than your groin. The first time you get up, you'll get a lot of this, right? The first time you try to go up, your leg's probably going to shake a lot. That can really slip out quickly, the first time. So the first time you get on, I recommend having somebody there so you can put your hand on their shoulder and have a bit of support. So, but try to get off that as soon as possible. So as soon as you can, try to not need them. Right? You're only using them in the beginning. And go up with each foot, with your left foot, with your right foot. And try not to do this. If you do this, it's this big jump that's probably going to send you off balance. What you really want to do is get that other foot really close. So your left leg is basically up against the slack line. Then you just step up. And it's best if you do it all the way at once, because the hard part is when you first put your weight on it. So if you're timid, you'll get to that part that's really hard. If you go all the way, you'll stabilize again. So with a friend at first, and then you can get your friend to sort of walk you one way as you're beginning to see what it feels like. Day 1 is pretty shaky, but day 2 will be less shaky. It's a great learning curve. You'll feel like you're learning a lot every day at first. So at first you need your friend a lot, and then as you use your friend, you can start to try to let go for a bit, and that's a really good way to get started. After you've done it a couple times, you can start to not need anybody to help you. Thank you very much. And at that point, what you do, I advise, is you come to your slack line, and in the beginning, all you're going to do is try to get your foot off for a little bit. Right? You just try to put your weight down, pick your foot up, put it back down. Put your weight, put it back down. And then switch feet. So several times, you're just trying to get your weight off your foot, back down, even just an inch and down, to get used to lifting off. As it gets comfortable, of course, you see if you can stay longer. Some people balance easier with one foot up in the air. Some people balance easier with both feet on the slack line. Take your time. It works the best a few minutes at a time, a few times a day. And before long, you're going to be able to lift, step, put the other foot down. Lift, step, put the other foot down. And that's going to be where you're at for a little bit. And then with practice, you'll be able to lift, step, step, put your foot down. Lift, step, step, put your foot down. And you keep adding steps. So, depending on your balance and whether you played hockey for 10 years and that kind of thing, will depend on how many days it takes, but I guarantee you'll see progress every day. And before you know it, you'll be able to lift and actually take several wobbly steps along a slack line. That could be 3 days, it could be a week, it could be 10 days. But you'll see each day the improvement. And that's really your first chunk of learning, is getting to the point of where you can get up and take some steps. It's the most fun, of course, if you get some friends to play with you, take turns, inspire each other, try to get other people to come along and play with you. And in no time, you'll be walking along. So once that happens, come back and watch the next video.